You have applied to 30 different companies, but all of them have rejected you. Despair sets in as each door of opportunity closes before your eyes. With no other choice, you decide to apply for a position as a waiter at KFC. Out of 24 applicants, 23 were accepted, and you were the only one rejected. The feeling of failure becomes the only thing you are familiar with. You don't know how to move on when life seems to be a series of rejections. That is exactly the situation that Jack Ma faced when he was young. Decades later, the rejected man built one of the largest e-commerce empires in the world, Alibaba. However, not all success stories have a happy ending. What really happened to Jack Ma and Alibaba? Was Jack Ma a victim of a political purge? What will his future hold in this turbulent environment? Jack Ma was born in 1964 in China with the birth name Ma Yun, which means cloud. His family lived in humble circumstances. His mother worked in a factory, and his father was a photographer. They did not have much money, and life was not easy at that time. Growing up in a China where the entrepreneurial spirit was almost extinguished, Jack still nurtured a special passion for English and literature. Despite not having good learning conditions, he persevered in learning English through foreign radio programs. In the 1970s, when China began to open up to the world, learning opportunities arose. Every day, Jack cycled 40 minutes to a large hotel in the city just to meet and chat with foreign tourists. He gave them free tours, in exchange for helping him practice his English. Rain or shine, for 9 years, Jack continued to improve his foreign language skills. One of those tourists gave him an English name, Jack Ma. However, passion could not help Jack Ma escape financial difficulties. He applied for jobs everywhere but was rejected repeatedly. Even when he applied for a waiter position at KFC, 23 out of 24 candidates were accepted. The only one who was rejected was Jack Ma. That was the moment when his life hit rock bottom. However, failure did not only come in his career but also in his education. Jack Ma failed the primary school exam twice, failed the high school exam 3 times. Even when he applied to university, he was rejected many times before finally being accepted into a local school. After graduating, Jack became an English teacher with a salary of only about $15 a month. Despite his modest income, he still believed in change. At this time, the Chinese economy was changing, and private enterprises were beginning to emerge. Jack saw an opportunity and decided that before he turned 30, he would start his own business. In 1994, at the age of 29, Jack Ma founded a small translation company. Although it did not achieve significant commercial success, this job helped him realize his true passion, business. Jack's big break in his career came in 1995, when he made his first trip to the United States. For the first time in his life, he learned about the concept of the internet. Although he did not understand it well, he realized the huge potential of this technology. A friend encouraged Jack to search for the first keyword that came to his mind: beer. The search results showed a series of information about beer around the world, but there were no results about Chinese beer. That made Jack Ma realize a huge opportunity. He returned to China with a big vision, connecting Chinese businesses to the world through the internet. Jack and a friend created a simple website with information about Chinese businesses. On the first day, they received 5 emails from international customers. Although it was just a rudimentary website, it proved that there was a real demand in the market. Jack Ma decided to quit his teaching job and start his first internet company. In 1999, in his small apartment, Jack gathered 17 friends and convinced them to believe in a dream. Together, they founded Alibaba, an e-commerce platform that connects Chinese businesses with global customers. Alibaba officially launched in 1999 and quickly became a phenomenon. However, Alibaba's journey was not easy. Many investors rejected Jack Ma, believing that his business model would not succeed. But his persistence eventually caught the attention of Goldman Sachs and SoftBank, which were willing to invest millions of dollars in Alibaba. Alibaba grew rapidly, expanding into e-commerce, online payments, and cloud computing. From a man who was once rejected from even a waiter's job, Jack Ma became one of the most powerful billionaires in the world. However, not all success stories have a perfect ending. After 2 decades, Alibaba grew into a giant technology empire, but Jack Ma gradually disappeared from the public eye. Many rumors said that he became the victim of a political purge in China. His future and Alibaba's future remain a big question mark as China tightens its control over technology corporations. No matter how the story ends, one thing is undeniable: Jack Ma has changed the way the world shops and does business forever. When it comes to the richest billionaires in Asia, there are two names that cannot be ignored: Zhao Wei and tycoon Jack Ma. Their fortunes are so large that even when they sleep, ordinary people do not dare to dream of them. Even if you work hard all your life or marry a tycoon, you cannot compare to them. Recently, the media has made public the huge fortunes of the two and their mysterious relationship. The truth about Jack Ma has surprised many people. You are following the scandal of the super rich, where Zhao Wei fell off the horse because she was too close to Jack Ma. Phantom Script Channel will bring you the whole story. Don't forget to like and subscribe. When mentioning TUAN in Hong Chow Catch Catch, the first name that comes to everyone's mind is definitely True By. Thanks to her tireless efforts, she has accumulated a huge fortune from an actress to a businesswoman. Her assets abroad are increasingly massive, surprising many people. When Zhao Wei's assets were made public, people became more curious about her relationship with Jack Ma. Jack Ma, the e-commerce tycoon, has always been a powerful name that everyone must be wary of. Over the years, Jack Ma's actions have made the public see his true self. Zhao Wei comes from an ordinary family, but thanks to her efforts, she has become one of the most famous stars in China. Not stopping at her acting career, she entered the business world and quickly became a real tycoon. With a sharp mind, Zhao Wei wins wherever she invests, earning tens of millions of dollars. The media affectionately calls her the female version of Warren Buffett. Her investment ability is not inferior to any successful businessman, including Jack Ma. However, along with wealth comes rumors about her relationship with Jack Ma. Public opinion was once stirred up when Jack Ma claimed that he did not know Zhao Wei when she was in financial difficulty. But the truth is that investigations have proven that the two have an extremely close business relationship. Zhao Wei once invested in Alibaba Pictures and was the second most important shareholder there. Many people believe that the way she makes money is not inferior to Jack Ma, and they even have a teacher-student relationship. She owns 7 luxury villas in China with a total value of up to tens of millions of dollars. In 2012, she bought 2 villas in Hong Kong with a total value of more than 11 million United States dollars. In 2014, she continued to invest in a Singapore coastal villa worth 3 million United States dollars. In addition to real estate, Zhao Wei also invested heavily in the wine industry. In 2011, she and her husband spent more than 4.5 million United States dollars to buy a wine farm in France. After that, she continued to invest and establish a wine company, becoming the first star to step into this field. Notably, her company also received investment capital from Jack Ma, helping him earn billions of dollars together. By 2017, Zhao Wei owned 17 companies, while her husband owned even more. In Hong Kong alone, they had 27 companies, an astonishing number. But despite her wealth, Zhao Wei was never satisfied with what she had. In 2017, she borrowed 400 million United States dollars to buy back a listed company using a shell entity worth 1 billion United States dollars. However, her plan failed completely, causing a series of other shareholders to become victims and lose tens of billions. In the end, Zhao Wei was fined 41,000 United States dollars and banned from participating in the stock market for 5 years. Not only that, her name was also removed from all film and television works such as Hong Chow Catch Catch. China has never been lenient with artists with financial problems and shady investments. A source on the sidelines revealed that Zhao Wei was kicked out of showbiz partly because of her too close relationship with Jack Ma. Previously, Jack Ma had publicly criticized the Chinese government for hindering creativity. This statement caused him to disappear from the media, and Alibaba was seriously affected. Alibaba's shares fell by 40%, causing Jack Ma to lose billions of dollars in the blink of an eye. Recently, he appeared in Spain with his huge fortune. After a long period of hiding, he is still the focus of media attention. Many people believe that Jack Ma is living with his family in Hong Kong and continuing to negotiate business deals. In Hong Kong, he lives in a luxurious villa but is rarely there. Jack Ma is not only a billionaire but also a businessman with a superior business mindset. Although he owns tens of billions of dollars in assets, he once declared that he did not care about money. Netizens immediately ridiculed that he was just pretending when he said that. Although he rarely appears in public, Jack Ma is still a closely watched figure. In fact, he is enjoying a lavish life with trips around the world. In Hong Kong, he lives in a villa worth 200 million United States dollars and travels by private plane. He also owns a Mercedes supercar worth more than 2 million United States dollars. Jack Ma has villas spread across China, worth a total of more than 130 million United States dollars. In addition, he also invested heavily in real estate in the US and Singapore. It is known that he owns assets of up to 150 million United States dollars in the US. Not only that, Jack Ma also bought 3 famous wineries in France. Although Alibaba has encountered many storms, Jack Ma is still standing firm thanks to his huge assets. Although his assets have decreased, it has not affected his lavish life much. Jack Ma has resigned from the Alibaba management board but is still a formidable financial force. With the money accumulated before, he can retire comfortably without having to worry about anything. So the dramatic journey is not over yet. The mysteries are still there, the questions are still unanswered. Can Jack Ma and Zhao Wei overcome the next challenge? Don't miss the exciting developments in the next part. Watch the next video on Phantom Script channel, and don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new episodes. Rocket fire!